This is my first year at WLI, and I will just say one thing about this week. It has been one of the most beneficial experiences of my entire life.
The best way I can describe this week has been more than I can ask or imagine.
That there are things that I've learned and that I've become convicted of this week that are going to make my life as a Christian and as a worship leader so much better and so much different from here on. And I'm so appreciative of the things that have been done both behind the scenes and in our classes that have made such a difference for this week.
It's been a very challenging moment, very educational.
I've been stretched to the limit this week in how I interpret songs, how I choose songs to move from one to the next, in different ways of pitching songs. It has been a great experience for me to take a step back and look at what I do every week and to re-examine and see how I can better myself to be a better worship minister.
I have a degree in music and I'm a band director by trade. So when I came here, I was really looking for the worship planning aspect and how to shape a worship. I had no idea all the different nuances that would be taught to us, and the only thing I can really say is that it is so much more than can be described on paper and just through advertising. You learn so much that you didn't even realize you were here to learn.
The Worship Leader Institute has been one of the most meaningful and purposeful experiential learning opportunities that I've ever had.
The tools, the techniques, and the thought processes that all go into not just planning a worship, but to bring people closer to God. All of these things are just things that we explored together here at the Worship Leader Institute that makes it such an invaluable tool for individuals leading worship, and the blessing that it rolls out to your congregation will just be amazing, I'm sure.
What has been the most uplifting is the camaraderie.
The camaraderie that you get with the other brothers that are here can just bring you to a new place, even in your own Christian walk.
Coming to this week of training has become so much more about educating myself as a minister and as a man trying to lead God's people in worship. But it's become about relationships. It's become about the friends that I meet, the guys that come here and they pour out their souls, not just on stage, but behind the scenes.
We'll say one last thing about the WLI. It is the experience of a lifetime. The difference is that we get to come back and experience it again next year.
This is my second year coming to Worship Leader Institute, and a few years ago I kind of dedicated myself to understanding what the difference was between a song leader and a worship leader. And I don't know if I would understand that as much if I hadn't come here. Coming back to Worship Leader Institute after you gain the understanding of some of the fundamentals of the first year has been so key to me. My eyes are more open. I've learned so much more. And the one thing I would say is for returning students, come back again and again and again. And if you've never been before, there's things that you don't even know that you don't understand, that you'll learn when you come here. And you will be better, and your congregation will be better because of the time you spent at Worship Leader Institute. It's been one of the best weeks of my life twice.
And I want to say how grateful I am for the level of instruction that we've received.
It's been such a privilege to study alongside experts and specialists and coaches from all across the globe to help hone our skills at what we love to do so passionately.
It has been an incredible blessing in my life.
We've not only focused on our worship leading techniques, but we've also focused on becoming better leaders from a spiritual standpoint, doing what is best for our congregation.
It's just been a fantastic, terrific experience.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's just been incredible.
May the presence of the